Well, I'm glad AB talked to him because I would have a problem playing with them. Because the one thing that I've learned in being associated with the NFL for as long as I have, and that being over 30 years, that the game is a violent game. But there is a brotherhood that's involved with the game that's really, really special. And me and guys that have played, man, we have endearing friendships and we're able to tell stories and everything. The reason why was because we're able to enjoy the league. And we believe in playing hard and we believe in playing fair. And Vontaze Burfict, he is not a part of that brotherhood because you can't take the type of liberties that he has taken where he was playing a certain position and went out of his way to cheap shot a guy. And most of the time, it's always when a guy is not looking.
It's most vulnerable.
And anyone, I know people would be like, oh, man, it's good when he's on your team and it's bad when he's on the opposition. No, it's not. We're trying to outrule. We're trying to take this out of pro football. People talk about in suburban areas why kids aren't playing football, why their parents are keeping them out of football. It's because of stuff like that. No one is signed up to take a hit like that. And all the rules have prevented players, and players have trained themselves so that, no, I'm not in that position. And Vontaze Burfict, what has he done? Through being suspended, repeatedly fined, and warned by coaches, teammates, and everything, he has continued to just run through the red light as if it does not exist. This is not the 60s. And I went back and talked to one of the great linebackers who ever played this game, Willie Lanier. And he always talks about playing the game the right way. And this guy wouldn't even be accepted of playing football in the 60s. So why should I, in this day and age where we're trying to encourage kids to play the game that I love, that they would allow someone on the field who does not believe that same way? He does not take into consideration, oh, this is a brotherhood. He doesn't care. The rules have changed. He has been warned. And he has repeatedly not abided by the corrections that other players.
He doesn't change his behavior at all.
So for me, AB, you're a better man than me. All right, we're in this new era. Yeah, it might be bully season. But that dude right there, those hits right there could have ended my career.
The one on AB could have ended his life.
And I'm going to say like Russell Westbrook because it's something people are familiar with. What he told that person in the stands who said those horrible things to him, man, if a dude hit me like that and I happen to get up from it, man, but I swear on everything that means something to me in this earth, me and that dude going to have a problem, and we're going to never be able to be in the same locker room. So I don't know what Jon Gruden and them are doing. I've been in a lot of locker rooms. I know a good atmosphere. I understand the brotherhood. I've been with guys who've been knocked out, and we've been praying for them, hoping that. I was on the field when a dude died, Corey Stringer. Don't tell me this ain't important. This is how I made my living. This has changed a multitude of families. It's changed my mama's life, changed my sister's lives, my brother's lives. And to have him arbitrarily, we're going to put him on the field? No, he ain't going to be no teammate of mine. And if they had signed him, I'd be in the front office today telling him the same thing. And if he want to have a conversation with me, I'd be telling him to his face.
He cannot control himself. That's what makes him so dangerous. This guy was going to be a top 15 pick at Arizona State. Why was his draft situation the way it was? Where he was a seventh-round pick or undrafted. He fell all the way. I think he was undrafted. If not, he was a seventh-round pick by the Bengals. Why? Because he was wildly reckless and dirty at Arizona State. That play on Antonio Brown. I'm good friends with the guy that was on that team, one of the leaders of that Cincinnati Bengals team. They had just taken the lead. That was a playoff game. They had just taken a lead. This team leader goes up to Vontaze before that drive, grabs him, and says, "We will win this game as long as you do not get a personal foul." Got it. Listen, we will win this game as long as you don't get a personal foul. Because Vontaze had a great game in there. He'd returned, I think he'd forced a fumble, returned it for a touchdown. What does Vontaze do 5 minutes later? That. Chris, before you and I knew each other, and we've got the play here, a play that went under the radar. I watched you on another network talk about a play everyone missed. That was it Max Williams? And I think we can show it. Like, This is nothing to do with the play. What he does at the bottom of your screen, you'll be able to see it better here.
Vontaze Burfict's in the middle of the field. He called the defense. He sees the running back go to the right. He sees the quarterback throw to the right. But he decides to take the liberty and come out of his zone and hit a guy up under the chin with the crown of his helmet. Everything that's been outlawed in the game. Now, I'm going to tell you, there's plenty of other shots of him doing things just like that. That's not football.
Or twisting guys' ankles after tackles. He is the single most dangerous, forget dirty, most dangerous player in the league. And it's not about guys get annoyed with it's cross sports, Draymond Green, but you love it. It's not like that. And it is the type of thing that what he did to Antonio Brown could have killed it.
Okay, but he's still playing because coach after coach and team after team and the league, for some reason, keep giving him chance after chance. Why not do something that really, really penalizes him? Take him out of the game. Jon Gruden seems to be okay with that culture in Oakland, which is mind-boggling to me.
Well, it's not league after league because the league has fined him every time the fine doubles. It's suspension and fines. He's missed more than $4 million. So it lets you know he don't care about the money. So the league is doing what the league can do. This is about someone being familiar. Paul Gunther, the defensive coordinator, was the defensive coordinator in Cincinnati when he had success. And he believes him to be one of the elite linebackers because when he is playing, he is a top 20, top 25 linebacker. He's a liability in pass coverage, so that's another reason why he can't play for me. But coaches believe in players and giving them chances. It's not the league's responsibility. The league is doing what they have done. They've taught the players, they've fined the players, and they've taken the player off the field.
Part of being a pro football player is a requisite level of toughness and a requisite level of violence you have to be willing to withstand. That is part of what differentiates guys that can't make it, guys that do, and the goods from the greats and the greats from the Hall of Famers. It should not be I have to worry every single play if this guy is going to cheap shot me to where I could not wake up or not play again.
Let me tell you what it takes. It takes damn courage to play in the league. That's what it takes. It doesn't take courage to have a guy running on the blind side and he's not looking and you take a cheap shot on him. It's like being in a club and you sucker punch a guy in the ear and you say, oh, I'm tough. No. If you're tough, you'll face people up and play the game the way the game is meant to be played. So he shouldn't be playing. And if I had control of things, he wouldn't be able to play on the team that I'm able to play on, or the team would have to make a decision today.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.